If you're feeling like you are uneducated regarding your own spirit, go on quest. Go on quest for coming into relationship with your own spirit. And don't teach it until you know it. Learn about it for yourself. And what a wondrous observation is like, well, I don't feel like a spiritual teacher because I don't know about spirit. That's amazing. Go on quest. Go work with people that can help you. Whatever it is, go to a Forrest yoga class. We'll give you some tools, but the inner work still has to happen. It's not like someone's going to come along and tap you on the head and you're going to connect to spirit. It's like, yeah, you're not 2 years old. You need to go on quest. It's work. Do the work because, oh my God, your life will be so much richer. Do the work for yourself. And then you will begin to quest for how do you speak honestly and authentically in a way that can help your people quest also. If that's too hard for you, help your people feel themselves. Bring them into feeling in their body. Everybody can do that, including the yoga teacher that's somewhat new. It's like teach them to feel their breath. Teach them to feel their feet. Because our people are disconnected from that feeling, and it's made terrible problems in our life because we've gotten so stuck in our head. And our head, our brain, needs that feedback from the rest of the body in order to make wise decisions. And so when we cut it off at the neck and we don't get that information from the rest of our power and information centers that's all through the body, then our brain is misinformed and makes really bad life decisions. And so if the teacher can access, what can she do? What can he do? Can I get people feeling their breath and coach them with their breath? That is life-changing right there. And that's where I start every class, whether it's a beginning class or an advanced class, is focusing on breath, giving the mind permission to be quiet, not turn off. But it's like if you think about shifting a car or a motorcycle, if we call our usual thinking pattern, the like blah, blah, blah stuff that's always going on, let's call that first gear. So we're going to shift out of first gear into second, maybe third, fourth, or even overdrive, but it will be through perception, not through thinking. So we're going to teach the mind different ways of perceiving and turn that on throughout the class. And that's really exciting.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's really unique about your teaching, that you have that approach to, in a sense, create more embodiment as a focus. And I've noticed the way you mentioned breath, but you also have often you integrate a specific part of your body that you want to connect with and communicate with.
Yes. Well, that's part of setting the intent, which is part of what I learned to do in the ceremonial medicine, is like you set your intent, whether it's for the ceremony or for the day. And whenever I teach yoga, I call it yoga ceremony because we set the intent every day. And I personally set my intent every day, whether or not I'm on the mat, so that my life runs in an order that makes sense to the intent for the day, but also what my intent for my life is. And it just works better that way. Instead of just get up, have coffee, go to work, come back, eat, lay on the couch, watch some TV, go to sleep, do the same thing. That's like, you were not born just to do that. There's more to your life than that. And so setting your intent for, yes, handle the job responsibly and to the best that you can, but what else are you here for? So in our classes, let me swing back around to that. In the very beginning, it depends on the class because I have different themes that I work with. Let's say we're working with injury. I would give the students a few moments to scan using their breath like they would use fingertips to feel inside for an area that's crying out for help. And it could be a heartbreak, or it could be a low back injury, or it could be a headache, right? And then questing for moving the breath through that area for the entire session that we got to be together. So that may be 2.5 hours or 90 minutes or whatever it is. And moving the energy so that the area starts healing.